Greetings and welcome into Ankh Plays. Thanks for joining me. We are returning for incident number 20 in our ongoing series where we are playing Stellaris Shadows of the Shroud for the first time. We're overlooking a quite remote system in the Yivzarak area of space. It's quite on the edge of the galaxy. And I just thought the moons and planets and alignment here was quite interesting. Immediately beyond the red dwarf star that we can see here is, of course, the colony of Nalo. So as we start the 20th incident here, got a few things to take care of. Influence, astral threads, and artifacts are full. We've got a hostile fleet present. This looks like... what is this? Space amoeba mothers in the Sathama system. Doesn't look hostile to me, though. I'm going to let them do their thing. And then we've got a couple of Astral Rift events pending. We can actually take care of these, I think, right away. Let's just do this as we move forward here. The experiment was a success. The astral thread we have injected into the embryo has stabilized the quantum parasites. I was trying to figure out trying to remember if we had read this. The fully developed hatchling has emerged intact, and it is incredibly obedient and was quick to learn the most basic of commands. Based on that, as well as its thick armored hide and poisonous spines, we speculate that these creatures were being bred for war. Startlingly, it has demonstrated the ability to warp small distances. The astral thread seems to have woven a unique symbiotic relationship between the creature and the parasites. We may have created something entirely too dangerous. We're bringing back more. Impressive. Seems that rift is fully explored. Okay, good. And we can build warplings. Assault army warplings. Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe we take a look at that. That would be under... yeah. Armies? What are warplings? So they require 100 astral threads, 500 health, 50% collateral damage, 9.75 to 1950. Wow. Oh, these things are evil. Look at that. I'm gonna have to remember this because we might need some additional armies. I kind of don't think we'll need armies for defense, but if we decide to go on the offense, that might be a good investment. What's our astral thread resource look like? We're producing 42, so a month. 42 a month. And so 10 of them would be one astral thread. So yeah, we could spam out a good bit of these armies. Wow, that's great. Okay, cool. Just looking at Sudatin again here. Yeah, we've got all that cleared. All right. Astral action is ready to use. Good, it's got some new actions here. Which I haven't seen before. That's cool. We're maxed out on astral threads at 500, so we can't use these. Sure, why not? New astral actions available. And then we've got another event on Alamak. This is our... whew, that's close. The Vaulting Vulpines. Crowd's pleased. Final act. Rare specimens indeed. And we get our crystals. Oh no, we've got one more. There's a lot of steps here. Step 10. Alright, cool. Yeah, Alamac is a key system for us. It's a choke point system there, right behind Bead. And speaking of colonies, so we're looking at working up Bead, Tau Cygni, Aluna 1, Tukli Zorak, and Beta Aquilay. All of these colonies are going to need some tender loving care. We are about 27 months away from beginning our 6th and final tradition. And it is 2320, so we've got work to do. Still. Make sure that all of our construction ships are doing something useful. The science ship is working on the archeological dig there to finish off that story with the Droni. We're hanging out at Larkin's Singularity for some reason. I don't quite know why. I thought these guys were going somewhere else. These guys are just hanging out at Larkin's for some reason? Okay. No problem. We'll kick time forward here. Astro Rift has been fully explored. Yep, okay. And that means that this science ship has come up for another task. Can we send him down to Usuldon? That might be another archaeological dig. No. Okay. Oops, that's we need to do the science ship here. You know what? I could open the situation log, and we could do the Tianki grave mound. Let's do that. Chi aliens are being investigated. That one's being investigated. That one's being investigated. That one's being investigated. Oh no, these are not. Where is this one at? Oh, it's in Larkin's. Well, darn. Let's do that. Sorry. Explore the Astral Rift. Let's go. It's kind of cool to find that interesting stuff there that you've got going on in the different spots in the galaxy. First contact event. Chi aliens been in vain. Ascertained clearly part of the technology. Advanced alien civilization. Further facts have proven elusive, as they seem to be going through a considerable effort to prevent us and any other eavesdroppers from intercepting. Yeah, well, we're just going to keep trying. Oh, dear. Hugin Gamma is going up against some type of Cyclops here. This is way the heck out here. As you can see, you know. Cyclops people. Maybe they're joining the galactic stage. Who knows? Are we any closer to being able to take these guys? Yeah, it's getting close. Oh, and this is very interesting.
Construction.
Stormbound returns. The Frontier Patrol Flotilla. We'll jump into that in a minute, but there's a War of Independence going on. In the Navogi Black Hole system, which I didn't even know we had. This came with us a startling report during the last cosmic storm. A strange ship had almost collided with the outpost. Yep, okay. No organic life was detected. However, the most baffling thing was yet to come. Large sections of its propulsion system were clearly shattered by space debris. The vessel should have been dead in space. Assigning a science vessel to monitor the next cosmic storm. Okay, intriguing. Ooh, that's a lot of physics research. That's a lot of Unity, though.
Ships.
Yeah, here comes our next tradition. All right. One of the last big decisions of the game for traditions. And I'm not entirely sure which one to pick here. So this might be a just close your eyes and point type of situation. Starbase capacity would be nice. Defense platform, starbase upkeep, Marshall Alliance, defense armies. Never surrender. Not sure. This might be a good one. Probably should have taken that earlier in the game. It's really not that useful now. This is all about getting rivals, I think, if I remember correctly. You know what? Diplomacy is pretty cool. Oh boy. Okay, so it's a tie between, I think, harmony, diplomacy, and adaptability for me. And let me know in the comments if that's the right decision. It very well might not be. Adaptability is going to give us a lot more control and a lot more ability for us to expand our borders for an empire. But diplomacy is potentially going to allow us to subjugate and integrate more species. So I think I'm going to do that. We're adopting diplomacy.
Council agenda available.
Which is cool. Oops. So the 9th has been upgraded, and I want to center on them, and there's... Go to. That's what I want. Yeah, perfect. They're on Larkins. That's what they were doing. They were getting upgraded. Yeah, so all of the Savannah-class corvettes went up to MK4. Council agenda, build relations has been unlocked, and then the archaeological site on Zron. Ooh. This is kind of important. Going to Zron Prime. Sorry, brief distraction. As we communicate with more crystals, more details emerge. On the brink of defeat, the Divine decided upon their ultimate plan. The end of the cycle, the growth of a black hole... Growth of the black hole galactic core would be accelerated to consume the galaxy as soon as possible. At worst, the Saviors and every other species in the galaxy would be destroyed, leaving the Divine to rule the Shroud for a vast but finite time. It was, however, possible that the expansion would become self-sustaining, consuming not just the galaxy, but the universe itself, providing a source of energy which may not be infinite, but it would at least come close enough amount to make no practical difference. Society research and some archaeological resources. Wow. Well, we continue digging on Zron. So our little science ship here. And Gorlif Dolthrad doing his research there. It's quite interesting. You know, the thought occurs to me too. Let's try and find a place that has a... Let's find another place for a Dyson Swarm. That would be a research Dyson Swarm, if we wanted to. And if I remember correctly, so we've got one here on tier, as you can see. And... now we can upgrade it. It's a constellation. Let's upgrade it to a swarm. That's 1,500... yeah, 1,080 days. It's kind of a hit to our Unity. We want to finish that thing off, but... what about Voon? Why did we pick this star? It had to have been... that's not what I wanted. Ah, it's because... maybe Voon is the next step. No, this has two of them for some reason. Oh, it's got a Racket Energy Extractor on it, that's why. Okay. So let's find one that's kicking out more than 2 energy. Is that possible? Here's Yobanir. But only 2 at the end of the day. We're pulling energy from something else there. It's got to be a single star. Cheleb is a nice candidate. There's no... yeah, Cheleb is a great candidate. We don't have... we have a science ship that's going there, but I don't think they're going to get there in time. This would also be a good place to build a Dyson Swarm. That's going to be physics research. And these are actually pretty deep in our territory. Yeah, Cheleb seems like a good candidate for a Dyson Swarm. So let's do that. We can mobilize. YCL Fairy Worry. Build megastructure. Dyson Swarm Array. Another 1,000 Unity. Yep. Don't want to ever run out of energy, but you know how that goes.
Spaceborne lifeform encountered.
I don't think that... I think this treasure trove is going to go away.
Technology researched.
Chi aliens. Pick up more and more visual images. The aliens known as Chi eventually be leaked to the wider public. Their appearance has proven delightful to the Felonian public, who are now impatient to make closer acquaintance with these aliens, and so we shall. Interesting. Okay. Let's get our research taken care of. Hey, thought enforcement. This is an edict. Tomb World adaptation. Oh my gosh, there's so many good things here. It's fairly... Ooh, wait a minute. We need this. I've been waiting for that for a long time. Wow, cool.
Construction complete.
Fourth has been updated. Oh, nice. Okay. All MK4s. Great. And we've got a whole bunch of folks hanging out on Larkins, and I think that they need to be sent to Tyanort. This is going to be, you know, our closest place. We could probably station them in Orval, but I don't want to make Nex cause any issues there. He's still busy. Nope, he's not busy. Built some mining stations. Tibicor, his construction ship is not busy either. Head over to Mothalem and build some mining stations there. Just about completed our recovery, it looks like, from the Voidworm incursion, which is great. Astral Rift. The Senate has come into session and formed the Galactic Council. The next Combine wants to do this. Do we support this or not? It's the Guardian Angels Act. But form Galactic Council. Yeah, we'll support it. We have 10K diplomatic weight. So on Larkins, yeah, he's tethered. Interesting. Did we lose this thing already? Not yet. Stick 2 jumps away. Oh, it's going to stay there. It's going to take us 60 days. All right. Yep, here we go. Advanced detection algorithms, assisted cloaking detection, that might be good. Oh. Oh dear. I want this, but I think that this is the smart play. Subspace sensors would help potentially on some of the larger ships that we have designs on building. A black hole observatory, I think, is the building that gives us specialized science facility just dedicated to studying black hole. Empire was surely be able to see. Yeah, it's probably black hole stuff. So, yeah, let's do it. Our research is still kind of pitiful, you guys. Like, society research is just absolutely garbage. Off we go. Our efforts to decipher the signals of the Chi aliens have paid off, and we have finally made a breakthrough. Mastery of their language may not be complete. We have managed to successfully open diplomatic channels with the civilization we know to be the Chosen? That sounds ominous.
An alien empire is reaching out to us.
Quake with fear, alien scum. Your doom approaches. The Chosen will cleanse the galaxy of even misbegotten Xeno civilization, every misbegotten Xeno civilization that pollutes it with their presence. Sudeton shall burn. The Chosen is a purification committee. Is this our first look at the crisis? That's quite the mouthful, but yeah, this is a blessing. We're gonna say it's a blessing. And then what we're gonna do Because we need to know more about this Chosen. It's not a fallen empire. I don't see them in here. Six months for trade negotiations? Yeah, okay. Or for a negotiation, potentially. Where the heck are these guys at? The Chosen. I want to talk to him. Is this just a regular empire, and I'm thinking that it's something way worse than it actually is? That might be. They are. Oh, they really hate us. Negative 1715. But last month it's changed by 30. Okay. They're suspicious of us? Alright. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. It's just another group, you guys. It's fine. They're way the heck over there. Who cares? We're safe. Hey, look at we're making positive food once again. This is good. Another astral action is available. Sure, we'll take some physics insight. Oh my goodness. Whew. I don't know that we can take that yet. At least not with overwhelming force. Like we would want.
Construction complete.
Finished up on hiking. So that construction ship will be hiking away. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Send him over here. And, should we look at our colonies? I feel like this is
upgraded.
Time to look at the colonies. The 7th has been upgraded. Lovely. 8.4K. Defense force is 10K. So that's 18K. Sitting on the border. Oh, you know what? I also forgot. There should be something going on here. This is a war of independence, I think. That's going on between the Myron state. Whoops. Oh boy. And the next Combine. I don't really see this war getting hot, if you know what I mean. Like, this is gonna, they're gonna join us in a minute here. Oh, I forgot about that too. Yeah, dude, what's going on with this? Where's the armies? Where is the armies? The Felonian Corvette's been upgraded. That's the 7th. And we got an astral event. Bleached Planet. This is in Larkins. We have entered an atmosphere of a continental world. The planet looks potentially habitable. However, the terrain and foliage have significant discoloration. It is as if the surface and everything on it has been bleached white. Wow. Despite the obvious presence of flora, onboard sensors indicate no signs of life. A thorough analysis of the planet's ecosystem will require a direct biological survey. We have the potential, and we've located a potential landing site. So why are you sitting here talking to me? Go. That's the thing. That's the ticket. All right, let's start with Beta Aquilae. This is in the northern part of the Sudeten sector. It's a desert world. Horrible amenities. We got a big population here for such horrible amenities. Okay, so what's going on? It's producing amenities. It's producing almost 2,000 amenities. All right. I feel like we just need pre-sapients. Interesting. Got some criminals, I guess? No, not really. No unemployed pops and 900 jobs. But horrible crime. And very low stability. So we need to do something about all of that. Hollow theaters, commercial zones, a fortress. We can do a psi. Where's our psi? Psi cores. That's all. Do a psi core. That's going to reduce crime, but I think that the crime will naturally go down. If we can get our amenities under control. And it seems to be the ongoing theme here is just lack of amenities. And I don't really know how to do that. We're amenity hungry. We need society research. That's where our deficiency is, if I recall. And that would give us a xenobiological lab. Yeah, I like that. And then here, what we're going to do here is we're going to build one of those. And that's going to be all that we can build right now. On this planet.
Construction complete.
Well, we do want to specialize, and that's going to take 900 minerals. We're tapped out on... I just saw this. Dang it. We'll do that. We're just going to buy a crap ton of minerals. That was a huge purchase. We don't get quite as much trade back, so we'll wait. We'll wait on that. But that'll allow us to do our specialization here. Oh gosh, I really hope. That's Beta Aquilae. Let's leave it there. That's quite a big change. Tau Cygni is going to be next. Just because that's the next on my list. It's in the Tau Cygni sector. Kind of in the central part of Tukli Zurak, or the Yvzurak sector. Beautiful continental world. We have this as a factory world. This is actually doing quite well. We have a ton of housing. We were at positive amenities. I don't know what this pre-sapient pops are. I guess I could look here. Look at that. That's cool. Okay. People are coming to this planet. And it looks like... yeah, they've dropped the enforcers down. This is cool. Okay, so... pop growth speed, he's minus... is he on the planet, actually? Or is he... yeah, I think he's governing the sector. But this is really good. This is great. This planet is looking, or this colony is looking much, much better. We're actually at a negative crime rate. If we take him out of here, it would be at 29%. Most likely, it would just jump right up. But 2K here, medical center, luxury residence. We've got 4,000 housing, and we can't really afford to take this away because that's going to drop us to negative amenities, and that will just start us spiraling. But we don't have that yet either. Good lord. Let's get some more jobs going. Hopefully people just decide they're going to come here, you know? This is 20% resources. Let's do mode harvesting. Because that will apply to... Yeah, that should apply to that. Yeah, okay. Cool. We've got one blocker, I think. It's a nauseous swamp. And we don't have xenohydraulic mastery. Okay. Aluna 1 is next. How are we looking here? 70% crime. Still really dire in terms of the crime. But we only have 200 jobs. And this is supposed to be a tech world. So I think we build more of these guys. Before we do any upgrading, I have pretty serious concerns about doing upgrading on these guys because it's going to start taking volatile motes. And we just don't have those in extensive supply. It's 5,000. Basically, we just blew 5,000 minerals, just like that. Snap of a finger. 3 colonies, gone. Tukli-Zorax next. Another beautiful continental world. We're hurting for amenities here. And we've got 2 hollow theaters, a medical center, and a psi core, which doesn't really give us amenities. Most of this is Yiv Zaraki. We just don't have enough. I don't have any psychic population. So there's nobody doing these jobs. Okay. Is this where we demolish this and replace it? Yeah, I can't do anything with their genetics. So it seems like this psi core is useless. Let's replace it with something that gives us amenities. Tapped out on districts in this place too. Like, that's all the districts we can make. And so I could replace it with a hollow theater, which is 200 jobs. We've got the consumer goods to play on that approximate upkeep. $2,500 amenities. Yeah. Let's do it. It can't hurt. Once we get these places positive with amenities, that will really help. And then I think we need to do bead as well. How is bead doing? Actually, relatively good. Amazing. We're kind of maxed out on districts. Got a little bit of Felonian migration here. 83% habitability. We can do some specialization here. We can do exotic gas captured. Farmers are converted to gas extractors. 9 food, 0.34. Can't do this because why? We don't have neural weaving. Yeah, you know, we may as well do agricultural focus and energy generation. Although, yeah, no, let's do it. Let's do that. That's fine. We've got a few colonies that are kind of looking like they don't need to be on our watch list anymore. And I'm wondering if maybe we should look at some of these others.
Relaying transmission.
Habinte Unified Worlds wants to establish an embassy. Well, aren't you the most interesting looking creature? Woo! That's bright. Sure. In the Dacha system. Is there no jump lane to that? How'd they get out? Just curious. Asking for a friend, you know? Let's check on Sudaton. Oops. Sudaton's fine. I almost want to get rid of this. You know? Oh, we can build another district here. And this thing... Our hydroponics farm is ruined. That's not good. Why did we let that happen? Yeah, let's do that. Get that hydroponics farm back online and we'll build our last district. Let's go to Beta Aquilae, where they have another drug problem. I think we knew this. Following in the wake of the rising crime on Beta Aquilae, drug abuse among the population has increased significantly in the recent times. The use of illegal narcotics has spread well beyond the planet's criminal underworld and now affects all walks of life. Well, we do have a tendency to rely on Zro. Though a source of fascinating test data, the negatives are beginning to outweigh the positives. What? I don't quite know what that means, but sure. These guys have built a whole bunch of stuff. We can invest a little bit more here. We're building a Psy-Core. Yeah, okay. Commercial zones, civilian industries, and agricultural focus. Yeah, so that's going. And we've got an astral action. Rare crystals is going down. All of a sudden I can store more. Interesting. Yeah, we'll create another astral rift. Those are kind of fun. A little bit rando. Oh dear. Lots of stuff. Oh no. Shroud warped. Where is this? In her. There's an L gate here as well. In the her black hole. Alright. Where is this at? Oh, it's right on the edge of the territory. Tukli Zorak space. I got a colony ship. Do I have a science ship hanging around? I think that it went back here. Okay, we need to go back to that thing. Oh, we need a scientist. Okay. Let's take a look at what the Shroud is telling us. The Shroud is accessible. The Shroud trembles, faint distortion rippling through our minds as a familiar presence emerges. It stirs at the edge of our perception, whispering echoes just beyond our auditory limits. Yoda Doluch returns to us. Oh, the guy that we lost. Phasing through the ineffable mists as they shift into his familiar form, distant but whole, remade by the Shroud, they are eager to return to duty. Shroud warped. Okay, what does that mean? Let's go take a look at our leaders. I think it's this guy. Aren't you Shroud warped? Yeah. All right. Leader lifespan plus 20, which is great. He's 55. Unity. Job efficiency for psionic pops. Yeah, you know, this guy seems like 5% job efficiency for psionic pops. He needs to go in our home system. Oh man, look at that. Love it. All right, where can we put this guy? That is the question. We want to put him in a sector where there's a lot of... It feels like Sudatin is that sector, if I'm being honest. But we've got this guy. 25% as a planetary governor for psionic pops. That's way better. Ulastar is way better. Yeah, let's look in the Sudatin sector. Can we see... Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. So what I'm looking for here is to see where the cats have settled. So we've got 7.9k, 8k on Sudatin. Matar has 2.4k. Breslin has 1.7k. Hardly any cats in the Tukli-Zorak sector, which is understandable. In the Wegmore sector, Wegmore has 3,000. Tau Cygni, some cats living there. Yobanir, just Tukli-Zorak. Very small in Uboglilt. What about Dorfil? Yeah. Yvzarek. Okay, so I think we want to put him on... We can't put him on Wegmore because Voltor is ruling there. Ganthwada is ruling here. Ulastar is ruling here, which is going to take care of the Savannah, or Sudatin. That's a lot of job efficiencies, my goodness. But Matar is a good place to maybe put him, or Breslin. I think it's going to be Matar. Let's go there. And Doluch. On the council. Yeah. Matar's kind of in a bad way, though. If we're looking at this, we've got real negative amenities, and we have nothing really going on here. So, what I mean by that is we don't really have... We've got a few jobs, but we've got really bad amenities, which is reducing our happiness. No crime yet. So, maybe that's a good thing. Let's take a look at Matar. Can't clear any of these blockers except the ruined district. Let's clear that. Get started on the ruined district. And we've got a specialization here. Oh, we haven't designated this as anything yet, but let's redo this. Civilian industry. I hate to do it because we need the research. But this will be a mixed industry designation then. Yeah. This is an industrial world now. That will change this. We can bring these guys back online at some point. I don't want to build any more of those, but I do want to specialize in agriculture. And then, yeah, we need some amenities here. We need some good things happening for this population. Let's do holotheaters, and let's do a medical center. And then we need to start, if we want this population to grow, and we do. Wow, I can't believe I've neglected this colony for so long. That's very unfortunate. That's a bad thing, Unk. And that's all of the minerals that we have. Breslin is in a good spot. We just need to do some district building. And we can't build mining districts. Oh, this is ruined. Repair. I know that this is like verboten. But... oh my gosh, we need the minerals so badly. We need the minerals really badly, is what it feels like. If I need to get if I'm going to get this economy back on track, get the automation building up and running here. We've got the autochthon. We've got luxury residence, which I'm regretting. Let's build a... got plenty of amenities, but this is a small population. So I'll tell you what. Let's do another holotheater. These things are expensive as far as consumer goods are concerned, aren't they? And then we're just going to go ham on building out some districts for people to live in, because this is going to be an industrial world. So I don't want to build any more districts out here. And then, do we have any way to clear some of these blockers? Not yet. Except for the one that we already did. Cool. Tibicor is a mining world. I wasn't going to do this, but this seems like... I don't know. It seems really important now that I'm looking at things. Can't do any specialization, but Tibicor is where we come back. Plenty of amenities. And a lot of jobs available. Great. Okay. Tibicor's doing well. Mothalum. Got a crime problem here. Unfortunately. Yeah, alright. Still got work to do. But things are coming together. Oh, I totally forgot. We checked out this Astral Rift. Yodagood got a new trait. Yes. And he's governing Matar. The Shroud is accessible. Let's delve, shall we? Psychic pathways. Without warning, a psychic pressure erupts in the Shroud. A labyrinth of incandescent pathways unfolds before us, stretching beyond perception, crackling into momentary existence before vanishing into the void. Another surge begins to build. With concentration, we sense its configuration before it emerges. The shifting maze ignites again, bursting outward into a network of possibilities. Each path provides a new temptation to explore, before it collapses into nothingness. Alright, so I know that there's a lot of creative writing that's going on in some of these descriptions of the Shroud as we delve each time, but I gotta be honest, some of this stuff sounds like word salad. This one is in that category for me. Shall we run the gauntlet or exit the Shroud? We can come back in half the time. Medium probability of success. Well, who truly knows? Well, let's run the gauntlet. Psionic lightning. It's green. The pressure builds, teasing us with expectation. We move at its crescendo, willing our minds through the labyrinth of psychic energy. Thoughts become momentum, urging us forward, slipping between the arcs of psionic energy before our resolve can falter. We are untethered, ascendant beyond our physical forms. The maze and its multitude of pathways become an extension of our own consciousness, revealing hidden knowledge deep within the patterns of the storm. As swiftly as it began, the moment is over. The afterimage of the labyrinth collapses behind us as we emerge with newfound understanding. With careful refinements, these psionic principles could be applied to our weapons of war. Oh, goody. I'm sure glad I ran the gauntlet. Research option gained psionic lightning. One of 3 options will happen. Wow. Well, we're going to get a ton of research, and we get the psionic lightning. So, oh no, we need to finish society research. I'm so annoyed with this, you guys. He's building a deal there.
Research.
Hey, there's a technology. Colonial centralization. Got the capacity for officials and Hall of Judgment and planetary capital. You know what that means? We need this. Do we need anything that we've got on hold here more? Oh, psionic lightning. By establishing a temporary sonic connection. It's a large weapon. I don't think we have any slots for that. Oh, that is mean. Okay, so it is a research option. And that is a huge research option. So I want us to... I'm glad we have it still, but we're going to go with neural weaving. Because that's going to help us with our... some of the stuff we're trying to build. Let's go back to Sudatin, and I want to go... That's the star for some reason. Oh, yeah. Now, we can upgrade this building to a planetary capital. Which means, finally... it means finally we can build that special building. We're going to replace this with... I think it's... No. It's the Sanctum of the Cradle. That's what I want. Okay, we'll come back to this. Jaws of life. Large reptilian cyborg lumbered onto the center stage, carried huge metal weights, which it deftly tossed into its gargantuan jaw. With hydraulic hiss, it spat the weights into the air, one after another, catching them as they fell and launching them once again in an effortless juggle. An announcement blared, causing some of the audience to jump. A many-tentacled robot, a bipedal entity, and a living tangle of thick vines were brought to the stage. These creatures then willingly jumped into the reptilian cyborg's mouth, allowing themselves to be deftly juggled in the same manner. The mechanical beast then held the 3 volunteers in its mouth, squatted, compressing itself against the floor. Its huge flame glowed a molten orange. Once the process was complete, the performer opened its mouth and only a single creature walked out. It had a bulbous head of a tentacled robot, the torso of the toxoid, and the thick limbs made of intertwined vines. It gestured to the crowd, evoking a stunned silence. The cyborg then re-ingested the biological amalgam and spat out the 3 individuals once again. Good as new, the crowd's nervous silence erupted into cheers. Got the final act here. Sure, we'll read it. Why not? I don't know how we got here, but the final act involved a certain creature made of thick gray stone. Bending into peculiar positions, it contorted its blocky limbs into impossible knots. Then it jumped high into the air and landed on its wide fingertips to polite murmurs from the crowd. However, this was only a setup to the true performance. The creature's movement began to slowly decelerate to the point at which time itself began to reverse. Its figure traced back along the arc of the previous jump and froze in midair. This brought the crowd to life. Suddenly, the stasis was broken. The creature returned to the ground and began to transform. Its body changed from a featureless gray stone to sparkling red crystal, free-flowing sand, brittle blue shale, and more. It continued to perform an even more complicated series of contortions. At the height of its performance, it burst into thousands of prismatic shards. These froze in midair, in an intricate arrangement of refactoring the stage's simple spotlight into a complex display of incredible colors and patterns. The shards slowly rewound until the performer was returned to whole and the creature left the stage to an unmatched roar from the crowd. After the show. This is... okay, gosh. You gotta be kidding me. The show's over, but the audience was invited to stick around to meet one of the acts. It would be an excellent opportunity to study the individuals in more detail, as each of them displayed abilities we cannot even begin to replicate. Every performer is tremendously popular, so we may only have time to see one before the station closes. Which act should we prioritize? You're kidding me. There's more? We'll meet the Vulpine acrobats. Debukar can probably do that in a reasonable amount of time. Look at that. The economy's all good, except for our rare crystals. We need some more rare crystals, you guys. Okay, next and rival. Yep. Okay, so they're mutually rivaling one another. I don't see any big military buildups. I did want to check on this war. It's got me concerned. Did they win their war? No. It's a very, very slow-moving war. I'll tell you that much. Okay. Oh, you know what? We needed to integrate them. Ah, dear me. The angry turtles, the cats, the birds, and the turtles. Integrate subject. 33 months. Do it. And we'll go search for another vassal.
Technology researched.
What do we got? Hey, Elgate Insight. This is great. I don't know why, but it seems cool. Testive study, field Elgate disabled, Elgate mystery. Okay, cool. So many weapons. That opens up the robotics path. It is so hard to make decisions in this game, you guys. It's like I want everything, but I don't think that I'm going to get to research everything. And I know that they did that on purpose. We're going to go back to the Bleached Planet here on Larkins. Oh, this is also... wow. We might need to spend some money on Larkins as well. Kind of, I got distracted, but this is... Oh, this is Geroid. Okay. Geronians. That's really bad. This government type is brutal for crime, you guys. It's just absolutely brutal. Leaving the Rift Sphere, we spread out to investigate the surroundings. The soil consists of a number of brittle layers, which disintegrate under pressure. There's a trace amount of core minerals, but it's difficult to imagine how anything can grow under such conditions. The plant life is similarly fragile, crumbling at even the slightest touch. We have observed sprouts jutting from the ground, but the presence of buds on the branches are clear signs of life, but the instruments continue to deny it. As the survey continued, we began to detect movement underground based on its current trajectory. Whatever is coming will breach the surface in less than an hour. Let's prepare for contact. I like that idea, since we're going to find out anyways. And I forgot we can use our Shroud abilities. Oh, man. Composer is... Wow, that's a cool add a Gaia world. Just, you know, because you can. We're with the Cradle of Souls, though. How much Dro do we have hanging around? 4,000. I haven't done anything with those for a while, so... Curiously, also these, they're suspicious still. Oh, they're fanatic purifiers. They do not engage diplomacy. All right. Well, we're not going to get good relations with them. We've got an astral action we can use. Sure. I don't really understand what that means, but do it. Luna 1. We haven't actually spent much time on this planet. It might be time that we spend some time on it. Recent crime upswing. Planet continues to descend into lawlessness. Yeah. 100% crime. Everybody's a criminal. Why are we not... There's hardly anyone who's able to do telepath jobs here. Stronghold, 2 luxury residents, commercial zones, and a psi core. Dear me. I don't know what to do with this. We're building up stuff. That's gonna help. I don't know what to say. We'll upgrade the planetary capital. Hopefully that helps. I think there was something in there about that. Okay, there is some fighting going on here. Myron State has actually taken 2 systems, 3 systems, 4 systems. 5 systems. Wow. They are not messing around. They have 2 big fleets. Well, 1 big fleet. They're on a roll. Let's take a look at how the war's going for them. If we support their independence... No, we don't want to do that. But maybe we can integrate them. That would be nice, right? So we'll just kind of have this little skull cap over the top. What's going on over there? That's not where the purifiers are. Okay, so particle storm aftermath. Okay, that's gonna cost money. What's going on here? Why is there a, is it just devastation? Oh. Okay, so it's a temporary thing. The storm kind of messed us up. Let's go back to Zron. Okay, we've learned the fate of the Zroni. When the Saviors learned of the Divine's plan, they knew there was only one possible counter to the Divine's almost impenetrable defense of the Shroud. Faced with annihilation, they chose to sacrifice their entire population to save one Zroni. This last remaining Savior used the psionic residue of an entire species to destroy every Zroni and thus every Divine in existence, ending the threat for all time. My goodness. Terrible. The Zroni were wiped out almost without a trace, save for a small amount of unconsumed dust. Chapter 5. You gotta be kidding me. More? Alright. A strange crystal. All of them are strange, you guys. All of them. Every last one of them is strange. We've got the final sacrifice, which is an epic one. Oh. Empire size 400%? That's a little crazy. Does that mean this is going to go up to 3,600? Didn't. But, thank goodness. Okay. Subspace sensors. Black hole observatory. Yes. Very good. Oh, man. So we're doing well in physics. Finally. Yeah, that makes sense. Alamac. Okay. Got it. Okay. The Vulpine acrobats stand at roughly a meter tall, with triangular ears that twitch occasionally. Other physical characteristics include pale yellow fur, dexterous forepaws with curved false thumb, and a short hanging tails. When they chatter excitedly in their sharp alien tongue, we can see their tough flat teeth, implying an herbivorous diet. The acrobats interact energetically with various members of the audience due to having relatively smaller number of environs. They're able to engage with every fan in an animated conversation, performing specific wormhole tricks. Okay, yeah, cool. They're a talented group. Many, I'm gonna tip them some energy credits. And just see what happens. We're already kind of on the... Oh, hey, look at that. We got to sell some of this. And we're just going to... We got society research. Materials. Astral siphon. Oh. Sure, why not? Psychor, Hollow Theater. We got some specializations to do here on Nazadarum. It's not really a lot of growth. I don't know that I want to invest anymore. That was kind of foolish. Generator world here. I'm looking at if I've got, yeah, the moats here. Let's do the materials workshop. It's crystals, moats, crystals. We need to do a specialization. Yep. And these guys are generator? Yeah. Can't clear any of those blockers. Got that working on something though. Typicore, 3K. Upgrade that to a planetary capital. Oh, and before I forget, I really want to do this, but we need to get that cradle built. Remember? Yeah, let's take care of the alloy foundries. We're kind of glut on those. And I think, nope, it's Sanctum of the Cradle. $300 telepath jobs. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Been waiting to do that for a while. Not gonna lie. Got all kinds of upgrades that we need to do here. Yeah, that's all we can do for now. You know what? And we're doing this the wrong way. Like, if we've got these guys, let's just disable them for now. Those hardly are being used anyways. These guys have been offline for a long time. And they're at negative amenities. But we're working that out. Okay. Okay. Let's disable. Building Nazadarum out, although that's probably a foolish decision. It's a tech world. Pull core. 500 pops. Mostly Felonian. Yeah, they could start growing very soon. Ubuglilt. Nothing going on here. We need to probably take care of that. It's kind of embarrassing. We haven't done anything with that colony. It's been like 100 years. Generator world, this is coming back around. This is almost like it's complete. We don't want to mess with it, you know? Oluna. These guys hopefully are coming back online. I don't know. Seems like that's a little out of reach. We got 4 districts to build. It's a tech world, so maybe just throw those 4 districts here. We don't have that ability to do that. Fulla's not needed to invest in right now. Bede is hanging on. Talsigny? Can't upgrade. If I disable, that puts 190 people out of work. Don't really have a way to... that's alright. Hang in there, Dorfil. Everybody's got heavy industry going, man. Look at that, 4 colonies. I don't know what they were. I don't know what the Geronians were thinking here, man. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, okay. Because we're not really using the alloys right now. So we can reduce the amount that we're producing. And hopefully that keeps some of our minerals as minerals, you know? That's gonna be good. Do we have any, New World Order. What is this? Oh boy. Oh boy. I thought we were going to be able to look at ship designs. You know what? I'm still going to do it. Do we have any large slots? The cruiser does have large slots. And this is designed to be a line ship. Zero, 100 range. 45 to 100, 45 to 100. Oh, we haven't researched that psionic lightning yet, have we? It's engineering research that we're so behind on. No, I just... oh. I can't remember what I was doing. Alright. We'll make a different decision, I guess. I think it was this. That's really annoying that... I think it was autocannons. My bad. Oh, I did it there, too. Oh, it was neurogenetic, yeah. Okay, so it should be here. Yeah, psionic lightning. Okay. So, we need to do that next. Okay, so there's a new world order going on. On Calvaros 4. Aid the leader. Or aid the rebel. Do I care? I don't think I care. This is a pre-FTL. In the late medieval age. Why are we even... It's upkeep. We're just watch and learn. I don't care. We're gonna get drug into it anyways. Oh, and I forgot. I need a scientist on this ship. Oh, dear. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so resolution got passed. Now you want recycling. Well, that's different than what was originally there. Council election imminent. So it's going to be Divine Pryde, Sagittarian, and the Myron State. That's quite interesting.
Council agenda available.
Okay. There's our neural weaving. Chemical bliss living standards. Yeah, I said we had to do this. 200 months? Terrifying. Oh. Yeah, we'll do that. Urban district housing plus 500. Yeah, give it to me. Treasure recovered! On Brius B2. Brius B2. After carefully disarming the defenses of the pirates' hidden treasure trove on Brius B2, we have uncovered a cache of valuable resources. We will make good use of this unexpected bounty. What exactly is that? 5,000 energy credits! And we are tapped on energy credits. Great. Can we sell some for trade? Sure. Yeah, we'll get rid of some of them. But thanks. Thanks, I guess. Yeah. Someone over here is building a... Oh, you got it done already, did you? Yeah, Dyson Swarm Array. Let's upgrade to the Constellation. I like it. 25 energy. Yeah, out of that one, that's not amazing, but it's not terrible. We have an L gate in the system. I guess we can't do anything with it just yet. That's something that I didn't play with in my last playthrough. I mean, they didn't have the opportunity to play with it, so that's the reason. Okay. I want something for this scientist to do now. Oh, hey, there we go. Here's an anomaly. Go do that. Love it. Yep. Things are looking good. Volcanic inactivity. Yvzrak. Resistant radiation of the particle storm has led to erratic geological activity across Eospone. Most notably, the impact of the storm has rendered an active volcano extinct, cutting it off from geological hotspot and severing the magma, supply magma. These changes present us with new opportunities to develop the planet further as the cooling magma opens up. Oh, wow. 1,000 minerals. Kind of feel like... Who lives on this planet? It's got to be birds, right? Yeah, it's Zaraki. So... what do we got here? Corrosive winds. This will expire in 2 years. We can kind of do whatever we want with this place. Tell you what. What is our worst science? Society. This is going to be a society research place. That's what it's going to be. And I'm going to write it down so that I don't forget. even though I probably will forget. So Eospone. We'll go for society research there. And we'll start moving Zarakis here. This is a big world. Like, if we can get the Arctic thing going, that habitability would be nice. Astral actions. Sure. Economy's looking good. We are producing an enormous amount of energy. We're still got some rare crystal problems. We got the formation of the Galactic Council. Members of the Galactic community have voted to establish a Galactic Council. Membership in this august body will be limited to representatives from the 3 most powerful and influential empires of the community. Until a new council is elected, these are the Sagittarian Pious Covenant, the Divine Pryde, and the Myron State. The members of the council are expected to lead and safeguard the galactic community. Their increased powers allow them to cut through some of the red tape that often inhibits decision-making process in large political institutions. Now we can get things done. I doubt it. But it's nice that you think that. Looking at the galactic community. So, I think the next Combine was the one that proposed that, and they're not going to get any benefits. I don't like that. I've got blockers to clear, guys. Okay. Let's go to Tau Cygni. Beautiful scene here. But that's where we're going to leave it for Incident 20 in our Divine Pryde series. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching along. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. It's a fascinating series, and I'm really enjoying the new expansion. So we'll pick this up again soon. And don't forget that as you go on about your day, hit someone with kindness for me. We'll see you next time.